Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Yo, what up, though, people? Like to welcome you back to the Keep the C Note podcast. As always, I am your boy Brown. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. It's your first time tuning in. Salute to you. Please make sure you hit the sub button. Everybody that's tuned in, please hit the like button. And make sure you hit the bell so you can get notified when we drop new content. Don't be afraid to leave a comment if you agree, disagree. You want to check me on something, or if you just want to call me a Oouuber, let me know in the comments. But please keep it a C note. Do me a favor and share this video with someone that likes to talk sports, entertainment, and what's going on in the world so that we can all come together and debate together. Funniest thing I've seen all week. Troy Ave has been on a rampage since he took the stand. He dropped multiple disses on Tag Stone. He's went at it with Joe Budden's My Song. Recently, Maino said in an interview that he didn't like how Troy Ave took the stand and tried to change the narrative. And of course, Troy Ave fired back at him. We recently did a video and got a lot of Brooklyn and New York people that's saying Troy Ave wasn't a rat. He didn't tell, that I had it wrong. We recently had Wack 100 and Trife. Trife is Banger's brother, the person who was killed at Irving Plaza that night. They were on Clubhouse, and Trife was in the courtroom through it all. He had some interesting things to say. I'll let you take a listen.
It is what it is. Dudes going to clubs. He testified to it. Dudes move around with their situations. They was going to Irving Plaza. Didn't take two in the Irving Plaza and left him in the car.
Yeah.
And when the situation happened, this is all facts from testimony. This is not rumors that niggas talk about. This is facts. When he left, after this happened, my brother was on the floor. He passed to one of the homies, and the homie took to the car. When they got to the hospital, and there was an off-duty cop moonlighting at the hospital, and he knew that there was something involved with the vehicle, so he held the vehicle for them to get a warrant and searched, and they found it 3 in the trap.
Gotcha.
Right? So that's how he ended up with that. The DNA came back, found the felon in possession, which was tax. And that sent them to the feds. Now I'm gonna address that.
So they didn't recover the gun at the crime scene. They recovered.
No, the guns recovered it. The guns recovered in a trap in the car in a van.
Keep it a scene. What's your thoughts when you hear that? My thoughts is this, right? Troy Ave talks a lot of boss talk, and as he should. He's getting money. When you getting money, you can talk however you want to talk, right? But what's eye-popping to me is what was said in the courtroom, basically. What was said in the courtroom, none of that sound like boss talk. Now, Troy Ave is the money. He's supposed to be the boss. He's the money, right? You got to back him at all costs. I can understand that he has a stash spot in the car. But you're going to an event, and you know it's probably something that may happen at this event. You got 2 ratchets that you're not taking into the event. Why are they even in the boss's car? When the boss is the one that's going to be known in the event, so it's going to all come back to him, right? I mean, we're talking realistically. Now, let's say whatever happened inside of Irving Plaza, Troy Ave gets a gun and he's shooting on camera. He then gives the gun to his man. And instead of his man taking off with the gun so the boss don't get locked up, he puts the gun in Troy Ave's car. Now Troy Ave has 3 guns in the car. I mean, Vito always says common sense ain't all that common, but none of that is boss stuff. Again, Troy Ave has been popping stuff since he's got off the stand. Pause. He compared him taking the stand to Jay-Z taking the stand in the civil suit. Well, Jay-Z's enough of a boss to know that if it's dirty guns around and it may be a situation, they're going to ride in my little homie's car. That's just point blank, period. You can't be a boss riding around with the pistols. Come on, man. Your little man was not right for that. He was not right for that. That was not a boss move, and I get it. Tagstone wrote a letter. They had Casanova on wiretaps. I get that. They had a guy saying where Tagstone got the gun from. Tagstone pleaded guilty to the gun, bringing it across state lines. I get all of that. But if you're Troy Ave, my thing is this. If the DA knows all this, what do you need me for? What more do I have to validate if y'all got all of that? Because the DA didn't need Troy Ave. Troy Ave needed the DA. So he had to get on that stand so he could get less time for them pistols. That's ratting. I'm sorry, New York. I'm sorry, Brooklyn, but that is ratting. I'm keeping it a C note. Shout out to All the Smoke podcast. They recently had the legend, Isiah Thomas, the real Isiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons, on the podcast. And I started watching back on some old Isiah highlights. And I want to ask y'all a question. Is Isiah overlooked on the top 5 point guard list because of his beef with MJ and things of that nature? Keep it a C note. I know a lot of people hold the Dream Team thing to a high standard, and we know he didn't make the Dream Team. But I think people are crazy if they say Isiah Thomas is not a top 5 point guard, right? He won a title in college, I believe. He won 2 titles in the NBA, 13 seasons. He was an All-Star 12. Finals MVP. He won an assist title. 5 times All NBA, right? That's a lot. And I'm going to say this respectfully because Stockton is top 5 point guards, ain't no doubt. Career leader in assists and steals. And he played way longer, pause, than Stockton, but ain't no doubt he's top 5, but he's not better than Isiah Thomas. I'm just keeping it a C note. Isiah Thomas got 2 rings in the Magic and Bird era crossover into the Jordan era. And a lot of the Jordan haters like to say Jordan didn't win till he got Pippen. Well, guess what? Isiah beat Pippen and Jordan twice. Not only did he do it once when they had Doug Collins, but he did it when they had Phil Jackson. And that 3rd year they played again, Isiah was hurt. It was going downhill for him. But you got to be crazy if you think Isiah is not top 5. Patrick Ewing, a lot of people say MJ stopped Patrick Ewing from getting a ring. Patrick Ewing could have had an early ring, but he ran into Isiah Thomas and him, and he got knocked off. Clyde didn't get one against MJ with Portland, but he could have snuck one in against Detroit. He didn't get to sneak that one in. Bird and them didn't win any more titles over there once with Detroit and them. I'm just saying we got to keep it a C note, and I don't know who you bump off the list. I know a lot of people got Chris Paul top 5. A lot of people got Steph top 5. I don't know who you bump off, but Isiah is a top 5 point guard. I'm keeping it a C note, but I do want to know, yes or no, is Isiah Thomas, the real Isiah Thomas, Detroit Pistons, is he overlooked because he didn't play on the Dream Team and because he had beef with Michael Jordan? Keep it a C note. Let me know. We're towards the end of the madness, March Madness, Final Four. We got San Diego State, the 5 seed, against the Cinderella seed, the number 9 Florida Atlantic. Keep it a C, know who you got. I'm taking San Diego State. I think Florida Atlantic, their run comes to an end. It's been a great run. But what's your thoughts on it, people? San Diego State, Florida Atlantic, 5 versus 9. Who you got? Keep it a C note. Second game, you got the UConn Huskies, Miami Hurricanes. UConn is the 4th seed. Miami is the 5th seed. Who you like? I do like UConn to win this game because of the big fella that they had. Pause. Whoa, pause. But I wouldn't be surprised if Miami won this game. But what's your thoughts on it? Who wins the championship? I'm calling it right now. I say it's either San Diego State or UConn. What's your thoughts on it? Who wins? UConn, Miami, and who's going to be the national champion? Keep it a C note. Shout out De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox recently said that he can't watch a full game of college basketball. He basically said the coaching is horrible, the refereeing is horrible. Keep it a C note. Do you agree with De'Aaron Fox? Yes, no, maybe so. Let me know. I definitely agree. College basketball wasn't always like this. And I'm going to say something respectfully because I got a lot of love for John Calipari. But I think when John Calipari went to Kentucky, he kind of started this wave that has gotten crazy in college too, where all the top guys are just coming to one team just on the strength that Calipari's going to get you to the NBA. And that's the only reason why they're going to play. They're playing for these guys. And I think that's hurting these guys' development and things of that nature. Now, let's look at something, right? We always see them lists like, let's take a Devin Booker. Oh, Devin Booker, he was this pick, but if we redo the draft, he would be a top 3 pick. Well, here's the thing. Devin Booker played on that Kentucky team. Not many people knew Devin Booker can do anything else. Everybody, the way Calipari had him playing on that loaded team was just catch and shoot. We never knew Devin Booker could dribble the ball. And I'm not saying that he didn't get better in the NBA. What I'm saying is you're not seeing these guys' full potential when they're playing all on the same team. That's why I don't think these guys like Marvin Bagley and some of these guys that's been done out in the NBA is because they haven't had a chance to really blossom on their own. They're sharing. They've been the man their whole career. Now they're sharing. Now, back in the 90s, once in a while, you'll see a Fab Five team or a UNLV team that was loaded, but you didn't see it every year. Like every year, you got 4 or 5 of the top 20 guys going to the same school. It's diluting the competition. You mix that in with the one and done era, and now you got the transfer portal. And I think all of that with the bad calls and the bad coaching has killed college basketball. But what's your thoughts? Do you agree with me? Should you call me an Uber? Keep it a C note. The season winded down. Shout out De'Aaron Fox. Just talking about him. Kings are in the playoffs for the first time in 17 years. So shout out to De'Aaron Fox. Now, there's been a lot of talk about teams like the Lakers, Golden State, trying to jockey for position, pause, so that they can meet the Kings in the first round. I want to ask y'all a question. Keep it a C note. Are the Sacramento Kings one and done in the playoffs? Because everybody is trying to play them in the first round like they're sweet. Keep it a C note. Let me know. I mean, I do believe they don't have the experience, and I know everybody says they don't play no defense because their defense is horrible. But I don't think this Golden State team, even with the experience and all that, I don't think Golden State should jockey to try to play Sacramento like it's sweet. The Lakers, maybe. I can see the Lakers getting out on Sacramento, but Golden State is one of the matchups where I don't know. I don't know because the Kings got firepower. And that's just my thought. If I was Golden State, I wouldn't try to match up with them because I don't think that that's going to be a sweet matchup. But I don't know. Are the Sacramento Kings one and done in the playoffs? Yes, no. Keep it a C note. Let me know. Speaking of the Golden State Warriors, a lot going on with Andrew Wiggins. You know, it's been a lot of speculation, a lot of rumors. We don't know if none of it is true. We don't really want to get into it. But the fact is he's been missing for Golden State. If he were to come back, can the Golden State Warriors make a run in the playoffs? Yes, no, keep it a C note. And again, I don't want to speculate, but here's the thing. He's out for what they call family issues or whatever it is. Whatever is keeping him out is an issue that is big enough, pause, that he's missed all these games. So I don't think he could come right back in and turn it on and be a factor for Golden State to go anywhere. That's just my thoughts on it. But what's your thoughts on it, people? Can the Warriors make a run in the playoffs if they get Andrew Wiggins back? Yes, no, maybe so. Speaking of playoffs, we're winding down. The Pelicans still fighting for a spot. Shout out Brandon Ingram. He been getting busy lately. Shout out Zion. Zion has had a great season, even though he's missed time here and there. But keep it a C note. Should the New Orleans Pelicans look to trade Zion Williamson in the offseason? Yes, no, maybe so. Keep it a C note. Let me know. I'm going to say yes. They got enough young talent. They got the kid Herb Jones, and I think his last name is Jones. But they got a lot of young talent mixed with some veterans in there with McCollum and is it Valanciunas? Yeah, so they got some nice pieces over there. I would definitely, if you could get something nice for Zion, I would get rid of him. That's just my thoughts. I'm keeping it a C note. But what's your thoughts this off season? Should the New Orleans Pelicans be looking to trade Zion Williamson? Yes, no. Keep it a C note and let me know. Before we get out of here, right? Funny thing that happened to me this week, I recently got a bunch of feedback for a comment that I posted on a Meek Mill video. Meek Mill had a video with a young lady, and he was playing a song, and I asked the question. I said, why all the new female rappers, or why all the new females sound like they've been smoking backwoods since 98? What's going on out here? And I wasn't actually talking about the shorty on the video, but I mean, it's an influx of the hotter rappers or the ones that's getting signed now that are females that got the deep voice going on. And I don't have nothing against it, but what I'm saying is I don't want to listen to no female that sound like Pop Smoke. Or I don't want to listen to no female that sound like she was born with a cigar in her mouth. And some people say, oh, men only want to hear the freak stuff from the female. That's not true. I'm from the MC Light era. Roxanne, Shantae, and all of them where they were saying something. Now, you got the little Kims and the Foxies mixing with it, but they got the voices that match all of that. Now, I understand everything is drill nowadays. I understand that, but your voice don't gotta be like rough to do drill music. That's my thing. But even when you look at Eve, Missy, Lauryn Hill, like we've had female rappers, nice voice, right? And they don't spit about the popping coochie and all that. So I don't want everybody to keep saying that. I don't mind that them females do drill rap, but I do not want to listen to a female that has a voice deeper than mine. I don't even want to sit there and hold a conversation with a female like that has a voice deeper than mine. I'm saying that respectfully. So, and I don't think, I think the shorty name was like Lola Brooke or something. You know what I mean? It was no disrespect to her. And she's not the only one, though. I'm just trying to see where that came from because you just had Nicki cool voice, you Cardi cool voice, and now it seems like we're going Barry White all of a sudden with the female rappers. What's going on? I'm only asking because shout out to John, conspiracy guy. He's one of them guys that say, oh, you know, they trying to feminize the man and this, that, and the third. And I don't know if this is one of them movies and this is why the deep voice female rappers is popping now, but I just need answers. I mean, and I had the conversation with Vito. Vito says he don't care what they voice sound like as long as they hot. I disagree. I can't if I can't listen to what you're saying if I can't tolerate your voice. That's just my thoughts. I'm keeping it a C note. About to wrap this episode up. Definitely appreciate everybody for tuning in. Again, if this your first time tuning in, shout out to you. Make sure you please do us a favor and hit the sub button. Everybody that's tuned in, please hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell so you can get notified when we drop new content. And again, don't be afraid to leave a comment if you agree, disagree, you just want to check me on something, or if you want to call me a Oouuber. Let me know in the comments. Just keep it a C note. That's all I ask of you. And please make sure y'all share this with somebody that likes to talk sports, entertainment, and everything that's going on today. You know, so we can all debate together. As always, I am your boy Brown. Please tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to tell everybody to keep it a C note. I holla at y'all.
Shit. This is what I'm feeling like. Da, 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 da. Let me tell you what I'm feeling like. Da, da, da.